Welcome back, Guardians. Okay, so next week we have good stuff going on. You can read all that. I don't need to talk about it. A Black Sale Friday, really. Destiny 2's expansions are up to 67% off through November 28th. Check out the expansion tab in the in-game store or your platform storefront. I might actually do that. That might actually be something I think about doing, because then it would be worth paying for it. Because honestly, I hate to say it, and I mean it's like, because I love this game. I really do. I really do enjoy this game, except for when it is very clear that it's, or at least to me, that it feels like I'm being funneled into lobbies where people have the expansions. I'm just like, it's like me and all the other free to play gamers versus all the pay to progress, pay to win players. Because I mean, a lot of what's in here really is more or less pay to win. And it's not supposed to be, because they don't want you to go through that. I blew off my gunsmith bounties for today. Oh, look at that. Got stuff. Alright, let's crack this engram. What do we get? Dreaming Shimmer. At least I got 1,000 Glimmer. That's worth it. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't think I'm going to get that. I got the Raving glow stick one. That was kind of cute. Let's say if there's anything at the gunsmith that might actually be of value to me, bounty-wise. So, yeah, I am still playing Iron Banner. There's still some challenges to do, I guess. This is like the last 6 matches I do for Friday. And we have Zur. We're looking for Zur, right? So maybe he's at the tower. We'll see what happens here. He was at the tower last week, though, so he'll probably be at the EDZ. Oh, man, this takes forever. So everyone's talking about how Season of the Wish is going to be super hot. And that's a dad pun, because Dragon's Breath is returning with a whole new feature to it. So it's like the longer you cook the missile in your rocket, the bigger the load will be when you finally let it go. Yeah, because there are some implications in that. But no, Dragon's Breath was one of my favorite exotics. And then they had the legendary version, which I think we got in Destiny 2, but I never actually played it. It's going to probably be in my collections. Oh, cool! I didn't blow it out altogether. Nice. You didn't do a repeat. Okay, so scouts, traces, rockets. Speaking of rocket launchers, like, I don't really want to say that Destiny's listening to me, but I sometimes feel the algorithm does hear what I say and prompts me in such a way as to allow that kind of happen. Because one of the things that I'm really big on about is I will pay so long as I'm winning. But when I stop winning, I don't see the value in paying for it. It's kind of like going to the casino. I've talked about this many times over. Let's see. This is all just about XP, and I don't have the Glimmer, so fuck that. Let's see, I just got those. Do I have any engrams at the Iron Banner? No, I do not. Let's not worry about it then. Let's go see if Zur's here. I don't have the shards for anything he might have, but it's always a chance. I'm upgrading my armor. That's why, and I'm buying Ascendant shards to do that, and then Ascendant alloys have to be purchased as well. The not Ascendant alloys, the golf balls. Last batch right here. Yeah, Ascendant shards. Right. So I did the crystals, so I have to get shards now, and it's going to be expensive because everything in the game is expensive. I don't understand that. It's like we're not militia. We're not mercenaries. We are the Guardians. We're light bearers. We're supposed to be the city's last hope and all that shit. Saving humanity. Although it's very clear the Traveler did not release the ghosts to resurrect an army to defend the last of humanity. It raised us, Guardians, to defend it because Rasputin attacked it, and it knows. I mean, I believe the Traveler is sentient. I don't think it's just reacting on a program or anything like that. I believe it does have a sentience to it, and I believe that sentience at one point in the story was connected to the dark heart of the Black Garden, which is why we had to go there to eliminate the dark heart because that was leeching off of the Traveler, just like that one fragment that we found in the Temple of Crota on the moon, where we had to go in and stop a ritual that was corrupting the Traveler by way of a part of it. And yet here we have that fell off when it came here to the Earth. Um, it was just, goofiness. There's so many plot holes in the story. I was watching, I can't remember what his name was. Give me a second here. I can look it up on my YouTube history. The Minion. It's going to take a while, so we'll go to Nessus now. So, yeah, it's just like back in the late 90s, early 2000s, the internet was slow, but at the time, faster than anything else. And for a brief 5 to 8 year period, the internet was super fucking fast. Like from 2010 to 2014, it felt like everything was really speeding up. Celeron was doing a great job. Everything was going crazy. And then all of a sudden now everything's just ground down back to the fucking... And what it is that it's because the ISPs, they're trying to convince you to spend more. So it's like, yeah, buy this service for $50. And I don't want today's watch history. I want yesterday's watch history. What the fuck, people? Show me what my fucking history is. Show me my YouTube fucking history. It's only showing me today's. I don't understand why that is. Manage all history. Fucking TX. I cannot believe this. Anyway, he talked about the rise of iron. So... this is new. I don't like this. This is bullshit. This is AI farming crap out of us to fucking advertise. This is such fucking bullshit. Maybe it's under like videos. And again, it only shows today. I don't understand that. Why? Oh, I see what's happening. The light, yes, the expansion that Bungie wants you to forget about. It's from, oh crap, glasses. Evan F. 1997. So if you go look him up, he talks about the rise of iron and Siva and the Iron Lords and all that stuff. I had a point about all that, but yeah, it's kind of like there's all this stuff that we had access to, and it's all just been taken away. But now you got to pay for it again. It's like really. And I just don't think that's worth it to me. Alright, so I can't use this exotic cipher because I have to use this exotic engram first, and that's not going to work. But we can still take a look at shit here. So if you don't have the colony, I recommend getting it. It's a really good gun, especially for PvP and especially for Mayhem. It's going to be great next week. The Stompies, not too terrible. I would prefer more mobility on that than resilience. But at least, that discipline, though. Let's see. Worm God Caress for the Titans. Recovery is nice, but, because this is a melee-based exotic, I would have preferred more strength. And then, of course, the Warlock one, which is another... what is with this tanking the stats on the fucking featured ability for the armors? That is just bullshit. False Promises. Don't know anything about this weapon. What is this? Oh, never mind. I've seen this weapon. I've done this weapon. Yeah. Rampage and Dynamic Sway is really good. I would pair that with the high calibers. I would definitely max out the stability, and then I would either put on a counterbalance, hip fire, or the targeting adjuster. But I think it's really going to be more of these two. Don't worry about the aerial effectiveness. It's an auto rifle. You don't need to worry about aerial effectiveness with auto rifles. They are good on their own. If you're going to tapping Guardians and PvP, but I would stick with the Chambered Compensator more than anything else. This is a decent pickup. If you don't have a good kinetic auto rifle in your slot right now, this is a good one to kind of hold the ground for a bit. 360s are not kind of in a really good spot, in my opinion, but I'd rather go with either a 600 or at least a 450. 720s are better than everything else. We got another 360, the Chris Caramello. Encore, would absolutely fucking hate Encore, but whatever, it's okay. It does accuracy and range for you if you suffer on that. Range is already 84, so you're really pushing the map on this one. And if you want to go even further, you got a masterwork for that. So an extra 10 points, so you could be a 95, well, probably like a 98 if you get Encore to proc. Demolitionist is the one standout trait I see here for myself, because I love grenades. Whether they do goods or not, they're great, extra ammo. Grenades are just free at range damage. Use them. And I would say that's probably okay. Again, this is just like, the false promises. If you don't have anything in that particular meta, that might be a good fill in for right now. But I would say pause on this one, maybe on this one. Let's check out the Ikolos. This is a craftable, and it's not hard to get. Seraph rounds are stock. Let's see, Arrowhead Break is always nice because of that, but I think actually the Fluted Barrel does better. Frenzy is great for SMGs. Shot Swap. Minor Blows, okay. That, I'm not a juggler, but handling kind of makes up for that. Shit perk right there. Don't give a fuck about fusion rifles. I have one just because Banshee asks for them every now and then, but auto-loading holster on a fusion rifle is nice. If you pair this with the actual mod for this element here, or if you do harmonics, like you run solar weapons, all in Volt Shot, you can actually make this in the forge. If you don't have access to the relic, this is a great way to get introduced to one of, I believe, most stable linear fusion rifles. And I'm not talking stability wise, because 88 with the perk here is fucking outstanding. But one of the most consistently usable. I mean, when it comes to if this was a kitchen tool, this would be my French knife. It does everything for me. Or actually, my wooden spoon. This would be my wooden spoon. It's basic, it's simple, but it does everything for me. Speaking of French knives, we got a demolitionist with field prep on the Behringer's Memory. Never a bad choice for drum-loaded heavy grenade launchers. This is really, really nice. Augmented drum is good for more ammo. I don't know if you really need the 2 extra nades, because this motherfucker slaps. I would definitely go with the reduced count. I'm going to go to countermass, and then pick that blast radius back up at the masterwork. Again, you want to go backup mag. This is why I'm saying that, this is not all that relevant, because backup mag would be right there for you. You don't need anything else with a drum barrel. With a barrel-loaded, drum-loaded grenade launcher. You really don't. It's all good. I'll say. So, recap real quick. I would say, if you don't have the craftables, pick them up. Both of these are good, and this is good. And here's my favorite, one of my old times, the 7th Seraph Saw. Missing my hammerhead, so this is a good choice here. Firing line is not bad, but this is definitely going to be related to PvE content. Clown cartridge is always fun. Ricochet rounds is even better. If you fire at the ground in front of ads, it's a nut shot, dude. And even if they are just fucking zeros and ones, that staggers opponents. It's in the code. Extended barrel is good for that more pushy range, and reload speed, of course, because machine guns are shit slow reloaders. Let's see. Hockey has surplus. Pass. So, let's see, 63, don't even bother with all these. These are crap stats. This right here, the 65 is okay. I pretty much don't look at any armor pieces under 65. But if you are struggling, new to the game, made a new character, hunter-wise, I'm pretty sure all the other classes are going to be more or less in the same vein here. This is a pretty well-balanced set right here. I don't know, as a kit, if you want to go this route. Higher intellect and higher mobility on a hunter is good. Again, intellect here, tanking on that one, and then kind of mid here. I don't know. It's going to be your judgment call. I would say pass. Seriously, I would. I would just recommend a pass on this. So, sure, for me, personal choices, I would say False Promises is a good shit pickup. The two craftables, if you don't have access yet, and definitely go for the Behringer's Memory. And this is overall pretty solid. So I would say the ones to skip, I would say skip the Chrysura and skip the Timeless Vertex. 660 charge time is just too slow in any situation. I really don't like fusion rifles anymore. I really was a big fan of them too. That's why I would say the Colony is probably not a fusion rifle, but if you're going to spend your shards, I'd spend them on the Colony for sure if you don't have one in your collections. And then, of course, any of these exotics are decent. The Hunter gets away pretty okay with this one for now. But anyway, that's going to be me for today. Time. Play well.